on, Joey. Let's go swimming before it gets too late.
You're in such a hurry going by yourself.
You know I can't go in unless you do, because you're a junior lifesaver and I'm still a reckless kid. Look, Joey, she's not coming. She's already an hour late.
If she said she'll be here, then she'll be here.
Boy, you sure don't know anything about women, do you?
Here she comes. I told you she'd be here.
Yeah, she's here all right. So's the guy who's beating your time.
Hiya, Newton. What's cooking?
Joey is.
Hello, Joey.
Hi, Babs. What took you so long?
I had some errands to run for my mother. Kenny was so sweet to help me with them.
Why don't you call me up? I'd have helped you.
I couldn't get in touch with you.
Let's just say you weren't on the ball, buddy boy.
Joey, I can't go swimming with you.
You promised. I waited a whole hour for you.
Well, I'm sorry, Joey, but, well, Kenny was so sweet to help me with the errands and everything. Well, I promised him I'd go swimming with him.
You're going swimming with me.
Well, how you gonna talk her into that, buddy boy?
I'm taking you apart.
Gentlemen, please, you aren't going to fight for little old me, are you?
Babs is right. Name the time and the place we can settle this.
All right, in the Oak Grove behind Willow Bend. Tomorrow after school.
Fight to the finish.
You're finished, buddy boy.
Come on, Packy, let's go.
But what about the swimming? I didn't even get my trunks wet.
This lake's not big enough for me and him.
It's more than big enough for me. Girls, Furie.
Poor Joey. I guess I was a little cruel. Promise me you won't hurt him too much on account of me.
I'll just mess him up a little. Come on, last one in's a rotten egg.
I guess that ought to tie you up tighter than a wet sailor's knot. Joey,
What?
what's ailing you?
Nothing.
Well, then why don't you challenge my word?
B-E-Z-L-P is a word?
If Pete says it's a word, it's a word.
Don't tell me there's nothing ailing you. Jim, I think this boy's coming down with something.
I'm all right.
He's not coming down with anything.
See, I told you I'm all right.
Oh, no, you're not. It's all her fault.
Packy, keep quiet.
You don't want to talk about it, huh?
Oh, I can't.
That's all right. Man has a right to keep things to himself.
He won't be able to keep it to himself for long, especially after he separates Kenny Bolton from his two front teeth.
Packy, I told you to keep quiet.
What's this about separating Kenny Bolton from his front teeth?
I guess I yak too much, huh, Joey?
You and Kenny gonna have a fight?
Yeah, to the finish.
So that's what's been ailing you.
Well, I thought you and he were friends.
Women will break up any friends.
Look, I don't know what's with you and Kenny, but fighting between friends is a serious business.
Now, he deserves what he gets.
Joey, men don't use their fists nowadays. It's old-fashioned ways to settle things.
But the old-fashioned ways are the best, or else all the westerns on television are just kidding the public.
Western movies notwithstanding, Packy, arguments are settled peaceably nowadays, by talking things over, by discussion.
Some of my mom and pop's discussions aren't so peaceable.
Joey, why don't you get Kenny on the phone? Tell him to meet you tomorrow after school and settle your differences over an ice cream soda. Believe me, things will work out a lot better.
Yep, nothing was ever settled by a punch in the nose, and that's for sure.
Well, maybe you're right. I'll call Kenny right now.
And I thought I was gonna see a good old-fashioned slugging match. Settling a fight with a couple of ice cream sodas. What's this world coming to when a couple of big, healthy, grown-up boys can't have a nice little neighborly fight?
Hey, Packy.
I'm not talking to a fellow who backs out of fist fights.
Well, I'm talking to you, and what I'm saying is I'm gonna give you till 10 to shut your eyes and go to sleep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I know you can count. I bet you they wouldn't have settled fights with ice cream sodas in the old days. Pa.
Morning, son. Time to be getting into your britches. We got to mosey on into town, or you're going to be late for school.
Oh, who wants to go to school? I'd rather go snipe hunting.
Well, now, that ain't no way to be talking about book learning. Especially since the teacher as pretty as Miss Nelson's doing the learning.
Nah, she don't learn you much. She's always mooning about that Rocky Bolton.
You mean the new deputy sheriff?
Yep.
Well, I can't say as I rightly blame her. You know, he's the fastest gun to come through Powder City in a long time. Gonna be a big help to old Sheriff Gray.
He's not as fast on the draw as you are, Pa. You can handle that rifle quicker than 10 gunslingers all put together.
Oh, you're just saying that because I'm your pa.
Come on, Pa, let's go. Let's not be late for school.
Seems to me I'm forgetting something, son.
Your rifle, Pa.
Bless my bones, son, you're absolutely right. Feel plumb naked without this little fella to keep me company.
The whole town depends on that rifle of yours, Pa.
Kind of scary when you think about it, isn't it? You pick me up right after school, son.
Yes, Pa.
You're 5 minutes late.
Doggone near forgot my rifle.
Well, I'm awful glad you didn't forget it.
Sounds like there's trouble brewing.
It's more than brewing. It's fixing to boil over.
And I think we blame well better cool it off.
Kid's gun will take a heap of cooling.
Kid? I thought he was doing a stretch in prison.
He got a parole. And what's more, he's headed straight for Powder City.
What's he want here?
Who he wants is a more fitting question. And the answer is Rocky Bolton.
Deputy? He's only a boy.
He was man enough to take the kid's girl away from him.
Why in blazes would a sweet girl like Cora Sue Nelson want to take up with a young gunslinger like the kid?
She never did. But a long time ago, she felt sorry for the kid. Helped him learn how to write his name. He figures she's his girl ever since.
Oh, the kid's lightning fast. If Rocky ever meets him in a showdown, you're going to have a dead deputy to bury.
You ain't telling me anything I don't already know.
Well, but it's up to you to stop the fight before it starts.
Cyrus, I've been holding off gunslingers for nigh under 30 years. And every last one of them was alike. They'd stand right up to you and put a bullet through your ribs, less than you can outdraw them. I must have put 14 or 15 of them up on Boot Hill. But it's getting tougher and tougher. I reckon I'm too old for sheriffing.
Well, sheriffs don't ever get too old for sheriffing.
I reckon you're right at that, Cyrus. There's always a bullet to keep 'em from reaching old age. And that bullet may be closer to me than I like to think.
There ain't no way for an up-and-coming young sheriff to talk. If you ask me, what you need's a good dose of sulfur and molasses.
Howdy.
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 It's a nice little town you got here.
We aim to keep it that way.
Nothing like a candy cigarette to set up a poke for gunplay.
Get back on your horse and keep riding.
I'll get out of town after I finish some unfinished business.
On your horse, gunslinger.
Down, Satan, down. Don't mind Satan, mister. He just don't cotton to strangers. Especially strangers that don't like me. Reckon I'll go wet my whistle. Come on, Satan.
He's a mean hombre when he gets to drinking.
Mean horse, too.
Yeah. I'd go over there and keep an eye on him if a rheumatism didn't hurt so bad.
I'll go, Sheriff.
Cyrus, take care of yourself. You hear?
It's the kid.
What'll it be?
Sarsaparilla.
Say that again?
I said sarsaparilla.
You just said the magic word.
Leave the bottle.
Yes, sir.
Rocky, promise me you'll be careful.
I promise, Colorisé.
You know how he is. Cold and calculating and evil. Oh, I'm afraid, Rocky. I'm afraid the kid will kill you.
The kid is just another punk toting a gun as far as I'm concerned.
But he's the fastest draw this side of the Delaware River.
I'll take my chances. Goodbye, Colorisé.
Goodbye, Rocky.
Will I see you at the church social tonight?
Of course. I'll save the first hoedown for you. If you're still alive.
Have a drink.
No, thanks.
Nobody turns down the kid and lives.
It's always the first time.
First time will be your last.
Put him away, kid.
I'll have the bottle.
kid just got on that ornery horse of his and rode. Maybe Cyrus talked him into leaving town.
He's looking for me. I know the kid. He won't stop looking till he finds me.
Here comes Cyrus now. Did you talk to the kid?
I talked to him.
Well?
He wants Rocky.
Well, he ain't gonna get him. Where do you think you're going?
After the kid.
You're doing no such thing. Take off that gun belt.
I can't keep it running all my life.
Son, when you've been sheriffing as long as me, you'll learn that sometimes it's a heap smarter to run away from a fight than it is to go looking for it.
But I'm a sworn deputy, and deputies don't run from nobody or nothing.
As sheriff of this territory, I order you to stay put.
Sheriff's right, Rocky. No use going looking for trouble. It'll catch up with you soon enough.
Goodbye, children.
Bye.
Don't forget to do your homework.
Miss Nelson,
Yes, Mickey.
I was wondering if you'd say that poem you said in school today. You know the one about the blacksmith?
All right, Mickey. Under the spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands.
Smith, the mighty man is he, with large and sinewy hands. See, I never did forget that poem you learned me. I used to recite it to myself in prison. It's been a long time, Cora Sue.
Not long enough.
Is that the way to talk to an hombre that's been pining for you all these years?
Why don't you ride out of town, kid, before it's too late?
They let you marry that lily-livered lawman? I reckon not.
What are you aiming to do, kid?
You need me to plug him so full of daylight, he'll look like a waffle without syrup.
Joey's down at the schoolhouse.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. He's talking real ornery like to Miss Nelson.
Now, don't start that again.
Nobody talks to her like the Cora Sue and gets away with it. I listened to you before, but I ain't listening to you now. It's a kid or me.
Come on, Paul, let's go. Your gun, Paul. Where's your gun?
Oh, yeah, my gun. Right.
For the last time, right out of town.
I'll do no such thing.
Kid, I'm begging you. I'm begging you for Rocky's life.
Don't beg that varmint for anything, Cora Sue.
Rocky, he'll kill you.
That's right, lawman. Real slow-like.
Anytime you're ready, kid.
There's other ways to settle things than gunplay, kid.
Yeah? Name one.
Well, good old-fashioned plain talk.
That's for old ladies and lawmen. Make your play, lawman.
Rocky! Rocky! Rocky, speak to me.
Got me, Cora Sue?
Doggone, Rocky. I told you not to tangle with the kid.
Good lawman never runs from a fight, Sheriff.
He's gone.
Stand your ground, kid. Your turn to make the play now, kid.
What do you aim to do with that bean shooter?
No, Paul, no!
Anytime, kid.
Paul, what happened?
Caught my thumb in the doggone pump handle, son.
No, it can't be. It can't be. Oh, no, Paul, it can't be. It can't be. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. It can't be. It can't be. No.
Packy, wake up.
No.
Packy.
No, it can't be. No, it
What's the
can't
matter with
be.
Packy?
He's having a nightmare. Packy, wake up.
No, it
Wake
can't
up.
be. Joey, you shot him. You shot him.
Who did I shoot?
Jim, that's who. But you never would have if he hadn't got his thumb caught in the pump handle.
Boy, he had a pip.
Packy, you were having a bad dream.
Jim, am I glad to see you. And boy, were you right about settling things peaceable like.
I was? Packy, you know, you just had the noisiest dream on record. You woke up the whole house.
Even Furie.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready too?
I'm ready.
Okay, then shake. Like I always say, handshaking's better than head slugging any old day. It's more grown up.
I'm sure glad you talked us into your grown-up way of thinking, Packy.
Yeah, we need grown-up advice, or we might do something silly.
Don't worry. While I'm around, you'll never do anything silly. See you later, fellas.
Look at him.